y'all. We'll be streaming Burns versus Akaru for 2 tours. The first one's going to be Derby. They're playing Natdex and they're playing SB for the other one. For the, especially for a
Kunal
teamlock invitation.
Invitational.
True.
I'm not on your stream this time. I don't know how good my audio is. It was really quiet last time.
I turned my volume down, so we should be the same volume. We're both going to be very low.
It sounds like the opposite of a solution.
Well, doing the other way doesn't really work because the way my headphones are like really loud, so it just doesn't work. The only way for me to like get the volumes to match while having like high audio is like blasting the volume from whoever's not me, you know.
Yes. Let's make it the viewer's problem.
Yeah, man. All you gotta do is turn up the volume like a little bit, man. Come on now. But yeah, it should be an exciting match. Look at the state of Derby right now. I think they're 2-2, two teams. Because people were like crashing out over there being a tie. Okay, yeah. So basically, there's one SV game left, both Natdex games, and one Mickey Little Cup game. Okay, nice. Akaru plus Voltix has been the strongest Natdex duo all season. Burns had a rough start, but he's kind of like won like his last like 5 weeks in a row or something. So we'll see if he can keep that going here. Um, yeah, should be interesting. I don't actually know which one they're playing for first, but we'll see.
That may be the question of the hour.
We have the daily tours or main dilemma. Let's see.
Sure, the finals of doubles Dorby should be on smogontours.server.us.
You'd think, but you know, some people like playing on main, and that's okay. It's really not, but you know.
Good news, Chad. I won my League of Legends match. We are now locked in for commentary.
God, it's gonna be hyper, man. Get a load of this guy. Let's see. Also, we're streaming with no delay because, you know what?
Well,
Oops,
doubles Derby might be
it's okay.
might
I don't
require
feel like
that.
I'm not restarting stream.
One thing about me, fuck the viewers.
Dude, it's literally like better for there to be no delay. You know?
True.
Besides, I don't think these people
Oh,
are looking to us for ghosting.
they may not be looking to us for ghosting. However, if Finchinator OU or some other tour head comes in here and yells at you for this and files a federal injunction, I cannot save you.
Brother, you wouldn't even try to save me, man.
Oh, it's like that. Wow, he's projecting. He's projecting.
Dude, it's past 7 o'clock, man. Where's the game?
I don't think Burns was at the regional.
There's not at the regional. All right, we have exclusive information live from the press. Hold on, wait. I gotta open it in the right tab. There's like 5 tabs open. Let's see.
That's my boy Akaru.
Yep.
I wonder how many tours in a row he's playing right now. This is the third tour match right here that we've confirmed.
Is he talking about DOU seasonal or like,
I think he's playing Natex seasonal.
oh, Mickey? Lol.
It's either that seasonal or DUU, and I don't think he's in DUU.
Well, and DOU seasonal need to be studied, I think. Lots.
I mean, he could be a DUU seasonal. I don't think that started though.
Yeah, I don't think it's studied. I think it's studied. We'll send it tomorrow.
Wow.
Some age these dudes don't be. You know what? Now you're selling us. You know what? Had to make it our problem, huh?
Come on,
Just playing
Willy
five
Willis
games at
guy.
once. Alright, someone play me in Challenge Cup.
What do you mean, someone? There's only one guy in the call.
Yeah, someone play me in Challenge Cup.
Oh. Oh no. Did you turn it around 72? I fixed it. Turn it around 72.
Live, just our background noise on the stream. Let's go. We're so back.
Oh, okay.
Let's hyper-analyze the screenshot. Do we think this is on taken on main or on tours? I think this is a main screenshot, you know?
I am not hyper-analyzing your tour versus main debate. I am hyper-analyzing my air filter that my air conditioner may or may not need to replace yesterday.
Yesterday. Nice, man.
Very responsible homeowner here. Look what you did. Oh, nice, man. He's got half of a DOU team.
Yeah, man. My baton pass, heal pulse, sleep talk, helping hand adios.
Oh, so it's qualified to be on the El Chavo team.
I have word hammer Rillaboom.
Oh, great.
See, I'm just good at this format, you know?
Oh, he's just the goat. He's just the goat. Yes, I have been used.
I get stalled out by like she's Shelgon, you know?
I mean, I do have some funny options. My disc is dubious.
What?
Yeah? 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 He got the Rillaboom? He's gonna wood my hammer? No! That wasn't supposed to happen. That's just rude. Look at this guy. He's so rude.
Yep. Better than
Yeah,
Pokemon try
you're
hard.
getting charm stolen. You're getting charm stolen. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, I have a way funnier option to click.
What could you possibly? Oh dear. I had expanding force on the Hoopa.
That's so funny. Dude, where's my Pokemon game, man?
Well, we know where it
Oh,
is.
here it is. Hold on. It's private on main. All right, man.
Oh,
Just
oh,
tell the
great.
casters to kill themselves, you know?
Shout out to Five Big Booms posting it in the Doubles OU room chat.
Go.
Truly the greatest to ever do it.
No, actually the greatest to ever do it. Okay. So we have a very interesting Lando I Regieleki team that I may or may not have built. And then
And I may or may not have assisted in building.
we have Kangaskhan LARP. Kangaskhan into the screens team is certainly a choice.
I see Akaru is reliving the glory days of Terrakion LARP in the last team tour for NetDex NDPL. This looks like the skeleton of that
Yeah, it
structure.
looks the same. It looks the same. It's just the hands of the hands now instead of
Yeah,
Terrakion.
hands over Terrakion and Ensign over Heartflame. I don't know if I would
Nice.
have replaced the Heartflame, but replacing the Terrakion is very valid.
Okay, we got the Kangaskhan plus Instant lead into the screens team. Nice. Um, Kangaskhan is going to be unaffected by the light screen and the reflect. It's just going to click seismic cost for like 5 turns in a row. We just see an Electro Web from the Regieleki and probably just an S toss here from the King. Yeah, into the Feeny. The Feeny's going to take a bunch of damage. It's not like that big a deal. Feeny's not like hell like super high value here. I think you just want to get like one or two big attacks off here, potentially into this King. Um, Probably just click Muddy Water here and then like one of your screens or Volt Switch. I think you probably just sack the health on a Lucky. And just click a screen here.
The Kang is really positive in this matchup, but I'm a little concerned for the rest of Akaru's team. It looks really passive otherwise.
Yeah. All right, we see a successful Volt Switch into the hand slot and then a Lando switch in here. So the hand's going to take 23 from that Spec 20 water. Not the most damage, but not insignificant by any means. And
Enough
Lander
to
is good to
maybe
come
put
in.
it in range?
Yeah, it's
Is that
probably in
enough?
range of Earth Power. Yeah. Uh, Debatable. It's like on the edge that that range. All right, we're gonna see the instant just come out here. Torn. Okay. A really defensive play here. It does catch the S toss though with the Lando. Lucky that didn't go into the instant. Um, but Tor does get the chance to come in here. It's just gonna get fake out for its trouble though. Not Cloak. Uh, and Sludge Bomb goes out as well. S toss into the instant. Gonna take that Rocky Helmet chip from the latest team innovation. Um, and then Torn pretty chipped as well. Kang, that chip from the Rocky Helmet is actually very valuable here. Uh, how else did the Kangaskhan take damage? Is that literally
Fake
it?
out, right?
Oh, fake out.
Or
Yeah. Wait.
muddy water earlier. Actually, my bad. Right?
No, it didn't even take damage from Muddy Water. Oh, it was Electro Web. I was like, that's not
Oh yeah.
like that's not damage from from
Well,
Rocky Helmet. All right, but a project turn there. Uh,
it took the torn took about 50 from Sludge Bomb. I can only assume it's glass with Z since it's not cloak.
yeah. Does the Flying EMZ kill the max HP heavily spin if invested in Lando? Thoughts? Alright, just a tailwind.
We may not find out.
Yeah, King is gonna go even less, uh, and just gonna be knocked out. Okay. But Torrent is around. If it does have that Z move, it'll get a chance to maybe get one more big attack off, right? We'll get the Alecki back in. Good board for Alecki, but depending on the Feeny speed tier, um, could still be outsped under Tailwind. What is this Feeny set? I feel like it has to be Calm Mind on this team, right? Like, it looks so troll if it's not like Calm Mind Feeny.
We saw the Iron Hands take about 26 from Muddy Water, so I can only assume the hands is AV, so the Finny should be the setup on, right?
Okay, no, it's not. It's Specs. But it's not gonna
Okay.
kill the Alecki thanks to the screen. It looks like it's probably just a bulkier Specs variant. Um, Big Terra use there. It's worth noting that this Iron Hand is actually Heavy Slam, Swords Dance, and it's actually very free to Terra here now that the Feeny has locked into a fairy move. Yeah, there's the Terra Fire. We are going to see the Z move come out from the Torn. It's going to go into the Alecki. However, the damage has kind of been done, right? Like the light screen's already been set up. We'll get the Lando Eye back in, and burning the Z move there is actually not great. Like I get you didn't want to miss, but now you don't really have a way to pressure anything else. The big thing here is the Celesteela could be pretty annoying if the hands gets chipped enough. That's kind of the only way it can be damaged, and even then it can only hit it with Brain Punch. The Mensa's mono flying move.
We have a Specs Finny to do good shit to the hands. If it's pump, it can probably do about 50-60% to the hands, despite the boost and hands being a broken Pokemon, but you need to find a lot more chip than that on it.
Yeah, I got pinged somewhere. Where did I get pinged? Let's...
Well, Torn Click Protect,
Oh,
and is
very
there a
greedy. Tapu
problem?
Fini switch in. Another Tailwind. Trick comes out from the Fini. Heavy Slam. Okay.
Iron Hands obtained a choice Specs. Well,
The
that's one
Celest
way to maybe deal with it.
the
Is it?
Celesteela can no longer be damaged.
I forget if it's locked now or locked after the next turn.
It's locked now. That's really big. Probably should have just clicked Drain Punch there, honestly. And attacked with the Lando. I mean, the Mets, like, might be able to break the Celesteela one-on-one.
The Steeler would need to be leech seeded and have some pretty decent damaging power.
Yeah.
Heavy Slam does good chip. If it's Meteor Beam, it can probably just kill it. We've begun the Intim cycling of the hands.
Yep.
Hands is kind of locked out of this game now thanks to that trick. A really good resource from Akaru. He lost his whole Finny for it, but it seems to have been worth it.
Yeah.
And he just barely gets the steal in to get the seed boost there. Alright, I think the Steela is the spread that I originally gave it, which is Leech Seed, Acro, Heavy Slam.
Okay, yeah. That checks out. I think you switch out the hands here. Like the hands, even though it's choice locked, can still like whack the Steela later with Drain Punch potentially. Um,
Or at
the
least chip it.
Lando's and with the Terra gone, like the Lando gets to just like whack the right slot with Earth Power, and after the Intimidate drop from the Ments, the Celesteela is not going to be able to kill um the Lando with Heavy Slam. Oh, there's a big acrobatics. Does not get the turn right. Earth Power goes off. The hands does live on 1 HP. I told you it was right on the edge there. Um, wow. All right, hands comes back in. Protect from the Lando. Um, we see a heavy slam do literally zero.
Well, Celesteela is going to get Intim cycled a little bit here.
Yeah. Oh, gets a.
Barely gets the kill in the Landorus.
Ooh, that's a really bad roll. Mild throw. Not getting the mention again. Here comes Feeney.
We have begun the leech seed process. Scald.
Yeah, it's called. Oh,
Doesn't
Feeney
get the kill
lives.
for the boost. That's really bad for Akaru.
Yeah. Wow.
He really needed the boost off that turn. Now Mintz gets in for free. I think this game's wrapped.
Oh, and
Because
it's
it's Dragon
crit.
Dance Mints.
Yeah, it's Dragon Dance Fence, yeah.
Well, now
Good
you don't even
game.
need to see the Dragon Dance endgame. Iron Hands was
Yeah.
just going to Drain Punch, and Double Edge will clean it up.
Yeah. Good game. Well played from Burns. Got a little bit dicey there with that trick onto their hands, but well navigated there in the end game to still beat the Celesteela anyway, which had an incredible matchup here.
Really
Given
good
he's
call on the double there. He was risking
yeah,
losing a Landorus. I was surprised Akaru didn't cover his bases there by heavy slamming on that turn.
yeah, me too. Oh, that's a risk, yeah.
I think
Well played from
that
Burns.
turn really sealed the game. Well played from both. I think got really into the weeds there in that line.
Yeah, that adjustment there to really to make that hit, that instant lucky helmet was a really big deal in this game as well. Good high quality
Yeah.
content. All right, we're gonna be waiting on the Kunal Invitational game now.
Oh, Misty Seed Iron Hands, you are a funny Pokemon.
Never punished for being no electric move. To the Celesteela. All right, Bird just giving me the invite link to this game. Um, all right, we have. I think this is like I've seen this team before. I think he loaded this in tiebreak last week against SMB. Very interesting team here, and then we got kind of just a standard offense team here with Powell, Lando stuff with Glamora, Makaru, uh, into the DNC team. DNC looks like not bad here. Reminder: this is team lock best of three. Information maybe not as big a deal here as last time. Last time I think there were like maybe some more uh uncommon choices on those
Some
mods.
interesting text such as Flash Cannon on the Deoxys Diancie.
Yeah.
The question to me is whether or not Akaru is Scarf Landorus. You could use that to self-activate T Spikes.
Mhm.
Because that should really be Akaru's goal in this game with how bulky Burns' team is.
Yeah.
I don't see too many great lines for him to pursue other than that in this matchup.
Yeah, I
If he
agree.
has self U-turn access, it really changes how this set plays out. Mm.
All right, we see the Glamora and Heartflame lead here from Akaru against the Lando Ogerpon lead. I think was the Lando on this team Scarf? I can't remember. No, it was Sash. It was Sash, I think. Right?
I think it was Sash.
Yeah. So it should be Sash Lando has an added amount of consistency here. Not a super big deal unless the Ogerpon terrestrializes, but worth noting. Um, got the Ogerpon here as well. Um,
No intimidate for either player makes both sides pals and ogre pawns look really nice down the low line. Uh-oh.
Big ID cudgel. Power whip miss. That's very unfortunate.
He does get rocks down, but I don't think that turn really went that well for Akaru with that miss.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Lamar getting down to Sash there and not really having a way out of here is unfortunate. Probably a speed tie between the overpawns. I think not that big a deal if the Haru wins the speed tie again. Uh, but just an Ivy cudgel there. Oh, and the rocks? Okay. That's not a good turn for birds. The rocks just get cleared and the Lando and the Ogre Pot just get poisoned. So just like that, Akaru gets a really good turn there. Right back into this one. Uh, I don't think I really agree with that rocks play. Uh,
Y'all
probably
are
just
in an
didn't think
interesting spot.
Probably just didn't consider mortal spin there. That's a really good mortal spin from Akaru. Like if the Glamora was sticking around like it was going to be because of something like Stealth Rock there, might have recognized the team as well. That was a really good play from Akaru.
If this was really offensive ogre pawn Hearthflame, it might be able to get the kill in the Slanderous
Yeah, with
with
power.
Power
Yeah,
Whip.
yeah, I agree.
There's a decent chance it's faster than Burns' ogre pawn.
Yeah, yeah, it's entirely possible. Uh,
I think with a team like this that Burns has, I think a bulky ogre pawn is very reasonable.
okay, that
Power Whip
just
does get the
dropped.
kill. No
Another
sludge
immortal spin
bomb
from
on the
Glamora.
glib.
Big chip, 14% plus poison. Uh, this is taking some unfortunate turns for Burns.
Burns doesn't
Yes,
have a good way to remove this Glamora now.
yeah. I think like it's okay as long as you can stop the Diancie from getting poisoned, probably. I think that's the one you really just can't afford. Um
Oh,
ooh, big spiky shield there. Killed it. Oh, it's a cloak Diancie. Okay, that's really big. That changes things a little bit. Single target Diamond Storm, not even gonna do half. That might be bulky Lando. Or just not attack invested Diancie. Still though, that feels like really, really low. The single target damage. Maybe it's just not
well,
Hearthstone. Probably just not Hearthstone.
it's Covert Cloak.
Yeah, yeah.
We just
Oops. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's doing that much to Landorus. It's probably just like standard Landorus, and maybe not Adamant Diancie. Maybe
Yeah, it could be sassy. Kristen. Big reveals there. Uh, Karo here, pretty standard, just like attack into the Ogre Bun here, knock it out with a crash, and then Earth Power into DNC. DNC definitely protects here. You probably go out into hands next turn and then fake out one of the slots, and then you probably fake out the Lando. Uh, and then hope you don't get. Well, you can't be flinched from crash. So this is a fairly safe sack Ogre Pawn go hands turn. Unless this is Killer Ghost Lando, which is possible. Not super likely, but possible.
I'm really interested in how these players are going to path around the next game because that being Cloak Diancie means it's pretty safe to lead if you see that Akaru's not going to lead the Landorus in the next game. I know
Yeah,
I'm getting ahead of where we are right now, but the line is interesting to me.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, okay, Akaru's gonna try to play around this a little bit, getting that bolt, but Burns instead switches Sinister, heals the Ogre Pawn a little bit. The Sinister's gonna get Icicle crashed. Interesting play there from Akaru's end. I think he kind of wanted. I think what he was going for there was like leaving the Ogre Pawn alive to not let the Dancy get that free fake out plus Trick Room turn. But it's gonna work out anyway because he just gets the Sinister there the crash. Well, that was a good turn. DNC probably still gets to click Trick Room here, but without that Sinistra support, it's looking a lot harder. However, under Trick Room, I think hands from Burns looks really, really strong. Okay,
I
never
think this
mind.
one's wrapped.
Yeah,
I,
I think it was
with
very
that much
winnable.
HP lost.
It was very winnable if he clicked Trick Room plus follow me there, I think. Because
The Landorus is chipped, so it's not going to be able to actually take out the Diancie, but Raging Bull, being as healthy as it was probably going to be able to wear it down and give it in Trick Room.
really, I think the hands is just like so like unbeatable with that PAL in the field at all times.
Maybe.
Brick break, okay, interesting. Yeah, but this game's wrapped up. Uh, that Bull Switch was poison damage, just gonna kill the Ogre Pawn, and then it's just the hands left. We'll see how
On to
Burns
game
adjusts
two.
into game two. In game two, there's a fair amount of adjustments that can be made
I
here.
I'm a little confused as to why he didn't try forcing the Trick Room so soon. Like a lot sooner in that game, because Akaru's team very clearly does not want to be in Trick Room.
Yeah,
And Burns managed to get the Diancie onto the field without getting it poisoned whatsoever.
yeah.
That play with the spiky shield to kill the Glamora was really good for Burns. He managed to find a way to get rid of the Glamora without actually getting the spikes off on the field.
All right, we got game two here. Things to keep in mind that were revealed in game one. The cloak, obviously, on the DNC, the mortal spin on the Glamora. Burns probably needs to be a lot more careful about clicking Stealth Rock with that Lando. And then what else?
Break on the POW, so POW can't meaningfully chip Diancie if it gets boosts.
Yeah, as well.
I think Burns is in a really good knowledge state now to just force the Diancie as the win con, which, well, that's exactly what he just did with that lead. Torn is just so unfortunate on this lead slot.
All right. We have the DNC plus Ogerpon lead here. DNC relatively unthreatened considering its cloak. Ogerpon not in the greatest position, but just going to go for that Ivy Cudgel immediately. Whirl spin. Very slow Torn. Okay, interesting. Ogerpon lives there with that miss. But Torn miss is even bigger.
That Bleakon miss is still a bit troubling because Landorus is not going to be able to get in and freely threaten this Diancie. Especially since the
Yeah,
Torn is slower than the Ogerpon.
yeah. And probably slower than its own Lando as well. The Terra on the DNC is not revealed. We might see that here, potentially to get out of the Lando here.
Now, if I see this Tornadus clicks Terra Steel Terra Blast, I will flip my shit.
That would be peak
probably,
content.
it's probably Cloak or Helmet on the Torn. If it's that slow, it's got to be like really fizz stuff.
Okay, what is Burns doing, man? Okay, the one misses, dude.
He
Does
still
DNC
does not
not
click
have
Trick Room.
Does the DNC not have Trick Room, man? What is going on? Like that.
I
Okay,
just don't
he literally must
understand.
not have it because like if you had it, you definitely would have clicked it in game one. Definitely there, right? Like
Surely. Also, with that Sandseer calc, I am like 100% certain that it's Sassy Diancie. And that's why the damage roll was so low in the first game.
yeah, that makes sense. DNC's just gonna protect here. Big sunny day. Interesting. Oh, the Ogerpon's okay. It's gonna fade to poison anyway. Probably free Lando switching here. Relatively unpunished.
Citrus berry torn.
It's not
I
citrus.
mean,
Oh, it was, yeah. Well. Hmm.
This game isn't over by any means, but the opportunity to use Diancie in Trick Room has been squandered.
Bro, like, why did you not click Trick Room there? I'm so confused.
What?
Dude, what is going on in this game, man?
I don't understand what just happened from Akaru's side now. I don't. I'm amazed the Tornadoes lived that.
Dude, like, what is going on, bro? Why are we building non-Trick Room Diancie?
Oh, clearly, Justin Burns' little brother is playing right now.
That's crazy.
I really can't believe a Torn just lived that.
Me too. Both players still have Terra here. Sinistcha very well could Terra here. Set Trick Room for that hands, which I believe is SD. Yeah, there's the Terra Water. Pretty safe play there. The Tornado was revealed as Sunny Day, so it doesn't have Haunt in all likelihood. There's the Trick Room. So this is in a fairly good spot. Bolt could be annoying to deal with. Akaru still has Terra. Just going to be a double protect here, getting some more poison chip. Sinistcha probably procs its berry here after the poison damage. Oh, good rocks there. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of telegraphed. But ooh, big crit. Okay.
I was gonna die.
Yeah, Pow's dead.
But that's
Yeah.
fine. We're working under the assumption that it's Sash Landorus because it's rocks, so
Yeah, it's Sash. It was revealed this week, I think.
that probably doesn't matter for any of the roles that can happen later in this game, except maybe Sledge Bomb calcs.
Yeah, it does matter for that, but not the biggest deal in the world, I think. Since she has life, do you probably click it here? Oh, I forgot Akaru Terrorade. Okay, this is actually pretty good for burns. There's a Rage Powder. Oh, but the Snarl's just gonna kill. Okay.
Okay, the crit definitely mattered.
Yeah.
I forgot about that option. Oh dear. Oh me, oh my. I think you just Thunderclap Bow with Bolt, right? And just do whatever you want with Landorus.
Landorus has to protect here, I think.
Well, if Hands has to fake out their Bolt if you want Pow to live for much longer.
I don't think it has fake out. I think it was
I did not
SD.
consider that.
Yeah, this is
Okay, he goes
Punch.
for Drain Punch. Calls it Punch. Gets Dracoed.
Yeah, good game. Wait, why are they both Brick, man? Interesting set. I have no comment.
I think both players took a POW sample from 2023, and that's the only explanation I have for that.
Well, yeah, thanks for watching.